Good morning guys, gals and non-binary pals. We are back at the NCR field and I'm here to just counter a bit of the misinformation about it that is spreading around on social media. So this is the NCR field, these are 15 of the threatened trees and this at the back is Camperdown Park. So Camperdown Park was part of the Camperdown estate. The house was built in 1824 and most of these trees were probably put in around about that time, which makes them 200 years old. They were not planted by NCR when it was set aside as a recreational ground for their workers. NCR was a cash registry company and this is the green space that was set aside for their workers as a recreational ground. And the reason that we are trying to save these trees, these are trees with a tree protection order on them. So not only are they heritage trees, they're part of the heritage of Dundee. Not only are these trees 200 years old, which makes them valuable in themselves as each as an individual ecosystem, but they're part of our cultural heritage. They were planted as part of Camperdown Estate in probably 1824. They're 200 years old and they likely have another 200 to 300 years left in their lifespan. That makes them an incredible habitat. They already have mosses, lichens, they already have birds' nests, and they have holes which will very likely house bats or squirrels. And even if they are not doing that currently, they do have another several centuries left, and that's partly why it's important to retain these. As I've mentioned before, oh crow, hello. They also take up around 500 gallons of water per year each, so that is in the region of several 100,000 gallons of water that are not flooding down onto the Kingsway, onto the underpass and potentially into the housing on the other side. We also have the soil absorption rate, which is really important. We've got all of these long grasses which house our overwintering pollinators. We have a variety of plants and shrubs. We've got loads of wild birds. And this space is not just a recreational area for human beings anymore. It is somewhere that people use. It's somewhere that people have access to nature. It's somewhere that people come to ride their bikes, walk their dogs, play with their children. It's somewhere that we come to learn about the biodiversity of the area. But it's also somewhere that's like incredibly important for all of this this diverse species. And I know I keep using the word biodiversity, but what that means is this is an interconnected ecosystem that cannot be replaced. It means that if they say they're going to build a stadium and replace the trees, what will happen is that all of these will be cut down and replaced with saplings, and a sapling cannot support the kind of diverse life that this environment already does. This is not a landscape we can ever get back. People look at this and they see wasteland, and we know that it is not. Wasteland is such a wrong term for what we're looking at here. This is habitat right here. We've got birds eating seeds in the grasses and in the dock here. We've got wonderful shelter for our songbirds. We have loads of little holes in the ground down here. Those are for voles, mice, small mammals, and those are what feed our owls. I hope that you'll join me on this journey and we'll try and get a bit more awareness and understanding of what wild space should look like, and not look at this and see something barren but see something teeming with life.